All right, we are having breakfast. Since somebody had asked at one point about more body language videos, here we go. Lily, come on, bud. No, your name is not Lily. Your name is not Lily either. Hello. Huck? No. Thank you. Huck? Nope. Let's see. Cash, come on, buddy. Dock-a-doodle. There you go. I could make everybody sit, but I really don't want to. Cashy, here you go. Lily's already trying to bury her food. She does this every morning. Oh, good girl, Finley. Okay, Finn, sit, wait. Look at me. Good girl, okay. And Huck, this one's yours. Sit. Good boy. Ready? Okay, go get it. Right there, Huck. And last but not least, Ms. Happy. There you go, sweetheart. So let's see. Tail is low. Spine is fairly relaxed. Well, actually, she went still for a second there. Now she's relaxed again. So something made her go, maybe I'm not as happy. But then she relaxed. It's hard to tell on Lily because she's 16 and so she's a little stiff anyway. But you can see the sides of her rib cage here. And as that moves, you'll notice her spine moves too. It sort of goes up and down and tiny bit side to side. See her tail swishes right there. That's all movement in her spine. Cash, tail low. Tail low means I don't want to engage. I don't want to eat your food. I don't want you to eat my food. I don't want to eat your food. I want you to eat my food. His spine is relaxed. You can see, in fact, as he moves his feet, the whole spine waggles. That's a good sign. Doc's tail is up a little bit. That's relatively... He's sort of saying, I'm not going to go engage, but I will if somebody wants to. But his spine, again, fairly relaxed. We can see a little bit of neck movement right in here. You can see as he turned to see what Lily was doing, his spine sort of pulled back and recoiled this way. Oh, that was great. So this is Finn, and as Lily walked past her, she could have gone all stiff, but she didn't. She's just focused on her food. Again, low tail, I don't want to engage, I don't want to go play, I don't want to share, I don't want to steal somebody else's food. There's Doc being worried. Doc, it's fine. You can see the whites of his eyes. Oh my god, that dog's getting close to my food. Here, Finn. There you go. Finn, meanwhile, oblivious. Lily's right behind her. You can see that nice relaxed spine. She did have to take a step to catch her balance, but that was a big movement. Cash is a little more polite than Lily. You can see again, her spine moves as she sort of moves out of his way and comes back. So good mood. Here we've got Huck. His tail's a little more tucked. You can see it's a little tighter against his butt, but not like super sad tucked. He's moving out of the way of Happy with that white fluff right there. There, he's got a nice relaxed spine. Good mood. There's Happy. Nice relaxed spine. Very high tail. I don't want to eat my food. I want to engage with everybody else's food. Yeah, she never wants her food. She always wants somebody else's food. Now, that watching is a little bit rude. It's a little, and she's looking away very quickly, so that's good. Happy, no. Thank you. That wasn't quick enough. Hi, sweetheart. A lot of times dogs will stare at each other's food like that. It's an intimidation tactic. It is, the second you leave your food, I'm going to have it. And I want you to know I kind of want you to leave your food. Meanwhile, Huck bumped his bowl against the metal of the... No, Huck, that's not yours. Thank you. Doc, none of them are yours either. You can see him a little stressed out. Oh, God, there's all this food around I can't have. And I really want it. Little whites of the eyes showing. Duck. Do you need to go outside? Okay, you go back to your bowl. That's a good idea. Huck, you may not have her food. I know. Now, everybody's pretty much finished. Finn, thank you. Everybody's pretty much finished, so we're all starting to scrounge for each other's food. Oh, hi, Wags. Oh, yeah, such puppy Wags. See the whites of Huck's eyes? A little bit of stress because I told him he couldn't have her food, and oh God, he hates it when I tell him he can't do things. Mostly because he doesn't want me to be upset with him. Now Happy is finally thinking, maybe she'll eat. Lily always goes to and comes back to her bowl about 5 times. Cash always leaves like 10 kibbles in the bottom. These 3 are all looking around like, but could we eat somebody else's food? Doc. Of the 3 of them, though, Doc's the only one that's stressed about it. So he's the only one looking around going, I want to try, but I'm freaking myself out. Which means his is the brain that's not going to be working the best. So he's the one that I said his name, and I asked him to move along. Hi, Huck. I know, you can't have his food either. I know it's empty, but you still can't have it. Finn, you can't have his food either. I know it was empty, but we don't need to lick at each other's bowls. There, Huck's got little whites of the eyes flashed at Finley as she came too close. And he said, "I don't know if I want you that close after Jenna told me I couldn't have food. And after, I don't know, I just don't know." Doc's gonna go check out his bowl, make sure it still was empty. Huck's gonna come back and, oh, check out the potatoes. Okay, that's fair. Psst. Yeah, I know, don't eat potatoes. They are not yours. Happy's still hoping that somebody else will abandon their food. Oh, big yawns. Nice relaxed spine, though. I'm not worried that yawn is a stress yawn. I'm thinking that yawn is an I'm tired yawn. Could be a little bit of a stress yawn, but it's not enough for me to be even remotely worried about. Oh, God. We've got this little bit, almost a standoff between Huck and Finley there. I'm sorry, Doc and Finley there. Where Doc turned around and said, "Oh, I see that you're interested in my bowl, and I don't want you to be." And they didn't, like, stop and stare at each other. They kind of presented their cheeks, but then both of them were a little bit still. There, good dogs. You can see Doc sort of turning his head away, but his eyes were still watching Finley. That's stress. He's flashing the whites of her eyes to tell her, "I'm not comfortable with what you're doing." Now he's being unreasonable. She's not doing it. No! No! And you may not growl at me. Come on, you go in your crate. That was a perfect... Come on, in your crate. Huck, I need you to move. Thank you. So that was a perfect example of dogs where the brain is not working great. And so they make stupid decisions. Huck is going to try and go in his crate with him. Come on, you two, come out. Come out, Finn. Now, even though Finley's the one that Doc just snapped at, she's also the one like, "No, I need to stay in here with Doc." Come on, guys, come out. There you go, Finn. Come out. Come out. Doc's going to come out in a minute. You stay in there, calm down. So, as I flashed the camera back up at Doc just then, he no longer looked stressed. He looked like, okay, I made a decision. It was the wrong one. I got in trouble, but it wasn't the end of the world. Now I can settle down. Doc's lingering anxiety around this food and stuff and the fact that he freaked out, even though I'll go back and review the video, but Finley wasn't really doing anything with him. I think she was trying to walk past him. She might have gone to sniff his face. And by the way, no harm done. Lots of noise. He's trying to scare her. Doc makes lots of noise. Ha. Yeah. But the way that he hangs on to that, and it was just this, like, even though he wasn't being in trouble, and I was giving him some guidance, Doc, walk away, Doc, come over here, Doc, go eat your food. That lingering stress is his brain issue right there. So he's been under a lot of stress lately, and this time he just said, okay, it's been too much stress, and she's in my face, and he got something in his eye yesterday, and it's still kind of bothering him. So he finally said, "Get out of my face." To be fair, he gave her every signal he could the entire time she was coming around to tell her, "I am stressed out. I don't want you coming close." So, Finn. Now she's right back to, "But is there food I can eat?" See those wrinkles? They're gone now. She was wrinkling before her gaze shifted to Huck. She was wrinkling at Lily eating. So that would be my moment when I would tell her, "Oh no, don't worry about Lily's food." Oh goodness, puppies. So there you go, guys. Got some food, body language, and some excitement. Haha.